Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And last live stream I've talked about how hopefully then Marvel can make a new heroes that are not special heroes, so that we can have more variety, and then the relationship charts being expanded and etc. And finally, with the latest update, they did have the new hero come out, and surprisingly, it's also under this a black magic research tower, research center, whichever one that you guys want to call. I'm gonna just call it. Go ahead and call it dark magic center, to be easy. But here it is. Here's our the latest hero, Sebastian, and he is, as you guys can see on the top left, is a magic hero, and I'll be also he has only one single skill as well, so very interesting. But I'm gonna just go ahead and tell the lores for this Sebastian. He just graduated from a magic school, due just because the parents wanted them to graduate from there, and he just applies for a black tower, a black magic the tower, to for just the money because they pay more. So very interesting. And one surprising thing that they did was that for other lores for Sebastian, it's a quotes said by, for instance, this one is Velica. So Velica basically says that for a senpai, has a very low magic power, but it seems like you have a lot of things in your head, so why don't you just assist me with my research? So I'll be going over the relationship charts, but Sebastian does not really like it. So on here, the 6-star form, his title is that Velica's assistant Sebastian, and I know a lot of my at least guild members too thought that he's like a Velica's like a husband or something, or lover, but unfortunately, as you guys will see, that it's not. But this one, for the lore, is also by Sylvia. She says that you look very smart, but you're so weak without those magical weapons. So find a way to increase your magical abilities. So very interesting. So you guys can just see that he's very weak but smart guy. I don't know how that's gonna also play with like a Berkeel and other ones as well. But here it is. All the awakening basically means that is after the the Pascal, and then all the fragment of destruction scatter, all these things, and basically he tries to use that power to apply to himself, and then he almost dies, and then he wakes up and he has a loads and loads of researches that he has to do. So very interesting. And at level 46, you guys can see, and plus 10s at max, basically you can see that his life is 4,300. Not a lot, definitely, a squishy hero. And for a magical ability though, it's 2,600, which is pretty great for a magical hero. So his passive though makes him really unique compared to any other heroes that came out previously. So first part is pretty straightforward. He has a damage immunities for 4 turns, although the piercing will apply damages on Sebastian, but most likely you guys won't have to worry about it. And the second part, and also apply criticals for all the attacks. So his skills and regular attacks and all these things will be, the critical crits will be applied. And the second part though is that his magical abilities will go up by 150% in Castle Rush only. So Chloe last time came out with a increase in damages, as well as granting hit immunities in the daily dungeons. Now they came out with a Sebastian which can have a increase in magical his magical own abilities. So very interesting. And let's look at his first skill. It's only 50-second cooldown, so very short. With a Zeke, especially in Castle Rush, you can constantly almost use this skill. And It's 5% AoE attack with 50% of the magical damage, which is, not a lot, but it deals 150% more increase in damage as well for less enemies there is. So, after killing, let's say, the Rook and a Chancellor in the Castle Rush, you guys will be able to go ahead and, increase the damages that Sebastian will deal with this skill. And then his Awakening skill deals 3% deals a 400% magic damage to a 3-person, which once again, like I said, in a Castle Rush, it'll be perfect just because, there'll be only like a 3 that will be coming out for each round. And also, it will increase his lethal attack damage by 80%. So very, very good. Skill with his passive and awakening, this the skill ability will be able to apply, crit, as well as if you have a high lethal chance, which you can with the other heroes, you'll be able to deal a massive amount of damage with this single guy. So very, very interesting. I'll be just going over some of his, regular attack and skills and etc. So he has a book, but he takes out a gun from a book and then actually shoots, which is very, very, interesting for me, at least. And he shoots, and I'm assuming this is also what he means by magical weapon as well. I hope they did something better with the first, the regular attack and crit, but here it is. He shoots with gun and then summons a meteor, so another very, very interesting thing. So that was Awakening skill. I think, in my opinion, compared to other Awakenings, it's the skill fact. I mean, like, the animation is kind of weak, but still, just his passive and skill wise, I think he's just, really, really great. And make sure, you guys know that he is a just regular hero, so you guys can obtain him through various ways, very easily. So I'm pretty excited. We might see more and more, like I said, hybrid and magical teams, since, the past couple of them were all pretty much all like a magical team heroes anyway, like Chloe, Yunhee, uh, and, some of the other special heroes that came out. So very, very interesting. Let me just go ahead and one last thing, show the relationship chart for the Sebastian. So very, very, pretty much is very bland. But as you guys know, Velica and Sylvia is, in a way, research partner. They're working on a similar the research project, and, share information and etc. So that one, hopefully you guys previously know. Sebastian basically thinks of Velica, who came into a tower later, but is a boss of him, is just very unsatisfied with that. And Velica just doesn't think about it and thinks of Sebastian as just assistants. And Sylvia, on the other hand, just thinks of Sebastian as some sort of, experimenting, like, experiment slave. And Sebastian just thinks that is a very, rude newbie. So Sylvia, supposedly, according to Sebastian, seems like Sylvia came in as a last. So Sebastian was there in ahead, and then Velica, and then Sylvia. So very, very interesting. And one last thing before I end, there's also still one more the spot left in the Dark Magic Tower. So I wonder who it's gonna be, and hopefully comes out very soon as well. I know they've been working mainly on a White Eerie, like Soy and others as well too. But even for the Karin section, hopefully the other ones fill up and actually know the name of this group as well. So thanks for watching. I'll be coming back with more videos in the future, and hopefully this was helpful, and I'll be back. Bye.